When Nana Kwikadu Agyeman died in 1867, he left behind a very great deal of money. And I will give you some idea of this. The money was stored in three places. It was stored in the Adakakase, the great chest of the treasury. It was stored in the Asanteheni's country palace at Abarasto, and it was stored elsewhere at Breman. The sums involved I've been able to calculate because we know the dimensions of the Adakakase, and with assistance from members of the British Mint, chemists, engineers, the kind of people who can know about the science of gold and the measurement of gold and all the rest of it. We have calculated that the amount of gold contained in the Adakakase alone at Kwikadu's death was in excess of 400,000 ounces. Now, the 100,000 ounces in 1867 were worth £1.2 million sterling. But you know what's happened to gold in our lifetime? The current value of the Adakakase is somewhere over £2 billion. A lot of money. Now, he left this money to his successor, Kofi Kakari. And Kofi Kakari was a wastrel. He distributed money to buy popularity, and he was eventually destooled at the end of the Sagrenti War. Back, the treasures looted from Kumasi by Sir Garnet Wolseley in 1874 takes no account, because it cannot, of the gold in gold dust and unworked gold that the British must have carried away with them. We don't know about this. Of course we don't know, because it was loot, private loot, and so it is separate from the cultural artifacts that Nana Tumfo is trying to retrieve for the Asante man and retrieve for the Republic of Ghana. The King's Own Palace, they were all ransacked by the British. Now, I've told you the amount of gold that was floating about Asante at this time in dust. We have no account of this. Soldiers just filled their pockets or took it away in little wrappings and things like that. So we just do not know about that, but we do know about the cultural treasures. And I just want to mention two of them in passing, and they're simply this. In the Wellcome collection, the foundation in London, there is the largest gold mask known from sub-Saharan Africa. It is a portrait of the Bandahini Woroza, defeated and killed by the Asantehene Osekwadwo in the 1760s, and it weighs over 2 kilos. Its current value in gold alone, never mind its aesthetic value, its cultural value, its value in gold alone is over £80,000 sterling.